since been blocked up, but on the first floor there was once a spacious apartment where a reasonably well-off family might have lived, with their children and slaves.
You wouldn't be pushed for space in here as a single family. I mean, you've got probably 4 nicely vaulted rooms here.
But further up the building, light, space and fresh air was in much shorter supply. Up here, off each dark corridor, are 4 or 5 rooms just a few metres square. We don't know for sure how many people lived here, but to get 1 million people into a city the size of Rome, you had to pile them high and squash them in. My guess is that these weren't single occupancy. This looks a bit spacious, but that's because of the dividing walls have got. So you've got to imagine a wall here going
right the way up to the vault with maybe a little light window in it.
The thing that always kind of shocks me is the sense that we might have had 6 people living, in inverted commas, in here. This is one step up, 1 or 2 steps up, actually, from the real bottom of Roman society, isn't it?
Compared to sleeping in a tomb or under an aqueduct arch. This is quite bijou.
Here's another bijou apartment. This is really small. We've got to get, well, let's say we might have 4 or 6 people in here. You know, one question is, how do they fit? And I'm now going to see what it would be like. You know, how much space does one person take up? Trying to get to sleep on the floor. Oh, not much space left.
No.
And who are the guys and the women who are living in these? What are they doing?
The guys are probably working on construction projects. You think of a big thing like the bars of Caracalla, bars of Diocletian. We're talking 6,000 to 10,000 people on a 4-year building job. And then there's porterage.
Pumping the amphorae from the barges to the warehouse.
Sacks of grain,
Day labour, you get it when you can.
You think about it, I mean, you've been working all day, you've been humping stuff about. You get back here, you're soaked in sweat, you stink, you don't have any spare clothes, there's no running water, you can't have a bath, and there's 3 other smelly guys sleeping on the floor too. Or
there's your partner, your female partner, and 2 kids.
Yes.
I mean, one thing is to think about these as sort of male dorm accommodation, which I think a lot of them must be, but for some of them, you know, there are women having babies here.
Yes.
You know, and actually, where I'm sitting, some woman probably gave birth. That's what's scary.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even the top of the block. There were even more stories above this one. The basic rule was, the further you went up, the worse it got. There were no luxury penthouses here. This was social climbing backwards.